Well, every problem is an opportunity, and today we've got a problem with the tractor, and there's an opportunity to learn some things that we have here. So it's Christmas Eve. We got about 4 or 5 inches of snow last night. Came out here early this morning, turned the tractor on, started up, went inside, and about 4 or 5 minutes later started some coffee. I heard the tractor turn off and wondered what was going on. And so I was thinking that there may have been some fuel in the line. Came out and I took our fuel filter off, and it was all kind of gunked up, almost like beeswax on it. So I drove over to our local Kubota dealer, Evans Equipment in Remsen, New York, and they were actually not open, but the owner was there and was plowing, and he was gracious enough to come in and get me a new fuel filter. Excuse me. But what he said was that wax is not water, that's just the gelling of the diesel fuel. And so over the weekend we had below zero temperatures for a couple days. It hasn't really warmed up since then. It's about 20 degrees today. And he said that, that's just that diesel fuel is getting gunked up in there and creates that wax. Ideally, if you had like a salamander or something, or a heated garage that could deal with it. But the other thing that he suggested was getting some kerosene fuel, and I'd never heard that before. And he said if you mix about like a gallon of kerosene with 4 or 5 gallons of diesel fuel, that can help it to not have that problem. So what I'm going to try here is I just got a new filter. And these are pretty simple to get on and off here. I'm going to fill the filter up with kerosene, put that on. I'm going to add some kerosene to the tank, which is pretty close to full, but I think I can get about a gallon in there. And we're going to see what happens. Ah, man. Here's a moment of truth. Has quite a different sound in the idle for it there. So I'm assuming that might be the kerosene mixed in with it. If you have some thoughts on that, let me know. But I've used the stabilizer before, haven't had any issues with the stabilizer working, the thing that doesn't, you put a cap full of it in. But this was a new one for me. Do you do that? You put kerosene in with your diesel if you're in a cold climate? Let me know. We'll see if it keeps running. And I'll give you one more update, and then we'll wrap it up. Well, come to find out, there wasn't anything wrong with the idle. I had the throttle lever in the wrong spot. Sometimes it's the simplest things. It's actually running smoother now than it did before. It was idling a little bit high before, but maybe by changing the fuel filter, it's getting a little better idle with it. Dada. I love you. My name is Woodley Zazik. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment. Hope to see you on the next one. Of course, there's always one more thing. I nailed this, hit a rock or ice or something, and it bent that whole skid right up. So have to deal with that in the future on another day.